Welcome to Preecaaap UFC Baku, Azerbaijan. This is an interesting card. It's a free one, though, so I like that. Dave's got a little bit of professional fight league in the background. Don't tell nobody. Nobody in here to tell anyway. But, yeah, it looks like I didn't watch any face-offs, nothing, even though they happened like this morning or something, right? They happened super early. These fights start tomorrow Eastern time, noon. So for you guys, 9 o'clock in the morning. Good for you. But I was looking at the results, and nobody missed weight. I'm looking forward to see how these guys face off, though, because there's some size discrepancies, and I don't think they're legit as according to Tapology. But we shall see. So, what happened last week with their Tapology? Speaking of that,
all bad things.
Who won? Who won Tapology Murders Row?
Hang on, let's go last week. Fuego won. He's won it before. 11 picks right.
Who do we know that was in there? Real News.
Real News came in third. Player for Life, some guy came in ninth.
Yeah, he gets lucky once in a while.
Noah Mecca, Saba, Noah Mecca. Johnny
All right. Showed enough. We don't got to go past 25 or anything. Let's flip it over to the this weekend's card. There we go. All right, you guys ready?
Let's get into it.
Stuff ready to roll the face-offs and all that?
Sure, why not?
All right, perfect. So let's get into the curtain jerker. Is big boys. Mohammed Usman taking on Hamdi Al-Wahab. Hamdi Al-Wahab, the Hammer, undefeated, but they're not the best victories. I'll tell you that. And I bet against him every time, and he's taking my money every time. Even the no contest against Dontel Mays, that wasn't a no contest till after he already took my money. You know, that's what's fucky about that. You don't get your money back when they're roided up and get a no contest. But Muhammad Usman, he's coming off 2 losses himself. He lost a unanimous decision to Mick Parkin, and a unanimous decision to Thomas the Train Peterson, right? And those are not good. Both these guys are not good, man. They're just not. But I suppose one of them's got to win. And the thing is, I think Muhammad Usman, even though he's coming off 2 losses to not very great heavyweight, who's Hamdi? His last win was a split decision over Jamal Pogues. You know what? Actually, that one I did pick Hamdi. I think, because Jamal Pogues, wasn't he riding that rodeo big dick on the big dick rodeo bull? Mechanical bull looked like a big dick. That's why I remember I picked Hamdi. But yeah, I don't think I bet him though. Anyway, man, in this fight, I really want to pick Hamdi, but I gotta go with Mo Usman. What are the odds? Ooh, underdog. Mo Usman's plus, according to Tapology's, plus 140. According to DraftKings Sportsbook, he is a plus 130 for Muhammad Usman. I like that. I'm going to take the dog here against Hamdi. You know, you guys know Crystal made an entire song for Hamdi to the song. You know, Candy by Iggy Pop. That's the one that I was just using the words. Crystal on Tapology wrote an entire song, took all the lyrics and made it fit for freaking Hamdi Abdallah Wahab from Egypt being, I forgot how it went, but I know my version goes, Hamdi, I can't bet you know. Definitely, I can't bet fucking guy. He's got low fucking value. Yep. And Usman, he's not much better, but I'm gonna edge out. The thing is, if there's where's this Baku, Azerbaijan, if there's favoritism toward one side or the other, I think it's gonna go Hamdi's way. That's why, man, with caution, I'm taking the underdog. What do you think about this fight, Barry?
Oh yeah, you know what? It looks really, really good, guys. There's two bets that look amazing to me right here. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Plus 3.5 for Usman, minus 188, and the over, which I don't know what it is, but if I'm confident, I like that plus 3.5. I right here know that Hamdi got that robbery decision because I had Hamdi and I was so surprised that I won when he beat Jamal Pogues.
Correct.
I think Jamal Pogues had that fight pretty easy. And I really think that for some reason, Usman is kind of being I think they're dead even. I mean, you hit it on the head. They're both garbage. You know, they're not going to be contenders. When I saw Hamdi fight, because I didn't watch that Dontel Mays fight. So that, I was really paying close attention. I had Hamdi in a bunch of different lineups for DraftKings. And I was like, damn, this guy is not UFC caliber. He just is a tough guy. He just reminds me of like the toughest guy at whatever local gym he goes to or whatever gym he works out at. He could beat everybody up there, but he doesn't strike me as this like UFC fighter, but neither does Usman. So if that's the case, give me the plus money. I'm also going to pick Usman in Tapology just because I feel like he's going to play the striking game better. He's 7-inch reach advantage, which has never bothered Hamdi because Dontel Mays has 81-inch reach advantage. Pogues has like a 77-inch reach advantage. But, he trains at Fortis MMA. His brother's, what's his name? Marty Usman.
Kamaru just housed last week. He killed it. He's one of the ones that kept some money in my account.
Yeah, so keep it short. I'm going to take Usman. Like I said, take the plus 3.5 minus 188 or take the over.
But you know what? Take that fucking hat off. It's so stupid.
He looks like a mime.
I also don't want to bet him because of the stupid fucking beret. What is that? It's not even a beret. I don't know what it is.
It's
freaking hat. It's like
he's
what
a newspaper.
Like
he's a newspaper.
Wear. It's like the French girl hat. Get out of here with that shit face paint. You're right. He looks like a mime. What's he doing? He's not in France. He's in fucking Azerbaijan. All right. Dave, you got some stats here for us, please.
Let's go over some stats real quick. First of all, the decisionator, Hamdi, decisionator coming in 264 pounds. So he's going to have a good 20 pounds on him. Should be interesting come fight time. His average fight time is 15 minutes. Big boy. Striking average 3.40 versus 3.41. Pretty much a wash there. 3.87 versus 4.41. Shows me Hamdi's going to have a minimal advantage on the feet, minimal on the ground, which is kind of where this gets a little bit scary. And this is where it's the lie down, dominate for 3 rounds, decision, 15 minutes maker. Takedown average 2 versus 0.69. His takedown defense is at 100%. It's only got 2 fights, but still, regardless, it's still 100%. Takedown accuracy at 80%. He is the wrestler. He is going to be able to take Usman down here. It depends on how fast he takes him down. I do see like a 2-1 round, kind of a 2-round round, maybe a split decision. But if it does go split decision, then I'm in Hamdi's corner every single night of the day, especially where he's at right now. So yeah, Hamdi, I'm going to pick him by decision. Kind of
you know what, Dave? He's a bronze medalist in Greco-Roman or something like that, right?
Egypt, though, bro. Come on now.
He's going to wrestle fuck Muhammad out of his
Hold on. Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So Usman fought Thomas Peterson, who, in my opinion, because I did think about this, and he is a bronze medalist. I'm glad you brought that up just to be thorough, but I think it's for Egypt, and that doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I'm not a really big enthusiast in wrestling, so I could be wrong. They could be like number 3 in the world, but I don't think so. And Thomas Peterson only controlled Muhammad Usman for 1 minute, and he took him down twice, so 30 seconds. So I just don't think that – I think this fight's going to happen on the feet. Even Usman has – I think Usman can take down Hamdi.
I think
that's a bold statement.
He's got that because he's a former football player. He's got a double leg. So if you're a former football player, you know how to tackle, and it's hard to defend a tackle. That's the AKA double leg takedown. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I'm just going with Usman because dog or pass. But the stats and everything says Hamdi. It's up just looking at the guys. Hamdi looks out of shape. He looks like he's coming off the couch. Muhammad Usman looks like he's coming out of the gym. You know what I mean? They're just the appearance wise. Look at he looks sloppy, and if Muhammad Usman didn't have that stupid freaking hat on, I'd be all in. But look at the back fat on Hamdi too. That right there, he looks like a guy is selling me gyros down at the fucking corner store.
And he looks angry.
He does. He's got his Nigerian face paint on.
He's got a bigger teres major.
He does have the big teres major. Hamdi, you're just too slow. I'm going to take Muhammad Usman. All right. And so Dave's on Hamdi. Me and you are on Usman. Moving on. Next, we have, the little one from the biggest guys to the little guys. Flyweights. We got Tajir Ulanbekov, 16-2, taking on Azat Maksum, 15-1. This look pretty. This should be a closely lined fight, right? This one. No big favorite, right? Because I think it should be even. I didn't really look at the odds, but let's see. We got on DraftKings, Tajir Ulanbekov. Holy shit! Minus 500 for Tajir Ulanbekov on the money line. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. That is. You think why did am I missing something? Azat Maksum plus 380. Oh, I got to take Maksum plus 3.5 points. I'm not saying he's going to win, but Jesus, the value. Tajir Ulanbekov, minus 500 with his sleepy eye, and Azat Maksum with only one loss. I know it's his last loss. Who's that to? That was to Charles Johnson, Energy. That's you can take nothing from that. Look at Tajir Ulanbekov lost to Tim Elliott. I know it was 3 years ago, but still. Who's he coming off of? Clayton Carpenter sucks. Shit. Cody Durden, we just saw him get waxed last week. It cost me a bunch of. I had him in like 4 parlays. Cody Durden was in our our parlay of the show. Oh my God, what a letdown! In his backyard, in front of his family, in front of the whole home crowd, everything. Unbelievable, Cody Durden. What a letdown! Never again. Lesson learned. Okay, then he beat. This is a good one. Nate Maness. That was 2 years ago.
Sorry about that.
That's a good win for Tajir. Nate Maness. I'm just, this Azat Maksum, before he lost that unanimous decision, he was like a touted. Look, he split his fight to Nam. That's not great, and that's the only UFC fight. But he was supposed to be coming in as a touted like prospect, like. Oh, look out for this kid. He's from Kazakhstan. And now look, even the casuals are not casual, but even the Tapology community, Ulanbekov, 93% of the Tapology community. I believe Ulanbekov will probably win, but I'm taking Maksum. I think it's going to go to decision. I don't think he's going to finish him. And I think Maksum might win a round. So my bet will be Maksum, Azat Maksum plus 3.5. But I suppose on Tapology, I want to get that perfect. So I'll pick Tajir by decision. But man, that line is fucking off. Tell me I'm wrong, Barry.
No, you're not. You're not wrong. You kind of just opened up my eyes because I was heavy on I don't really care about the line. I just want to pick the right prediction here. But if I'm gonna make a bet, the bet is whatever it is. I don't know what the method of victory line is, but I'm picking Azat by decision, and I'm just playing that, and it's probably plus 600, plus 700, I'm guessing, and I put $20 on it or something like that. But my pick right here is Tajir. Inside the distance is tough. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Maksum's been finished, right? Or did Charles Johnson finish him? I don't.
No, he didn't finish him. It was a unanimous decision. He's never been finished.
I've seen Tajir fight, and he's like the weakest of the 3, right? Or the 4. He's like Khabib, Islam,
everybody that's
Khabib's cousin, the one that lost to Merab, and then Tajir. Is that right?
Yeah, because Tajir's a Ulanbekov. He's not a Nurmagomedov. So he's not even, he's not part of the bloodline.
Exactly.
He's just like the other kid in class that they all beat up on.
And
go get Tagir. We'll mess around with him some more. Mess with his wonky eye, his little sleepy eye there.
But that Tim Elliott fight, like, I think he got robbed. That fight, I think Khabib was pissed off about the judging too.
Yeah, Khabib thinks Tagir's a big letdown.
But he wasn't very
disappointment. He's got disappointment written all over him. That's why he's got to win this. That's why probably the odds are so swayed.
And so this is like the line's messed up right here. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful to a guy who's fucking lost once, to a UFC fighter who's pretty proven these days. So my bet would be for my degens out there, useless if you're here. Crystal,
look at them. Look at the one eye on Tagir, his left eye.
Yeah, and I don't like this right here. This huggy, lovey-dovey. This was really sad. Like Dana should be. Look, Dana don't like it either. Look, he's embarrassed.
He's got a power slap shirt on, so he should be embarrassed. But look at Tagir and look at the. Yeah, this is weird. But I'm gonna go with the gay Azat Maxim. He looks gay right there. I don't think he is. But let's call it how I see it. No, I'm just playing. I can't. I'm taking Tagir, but my bet is going to be Maxim plus 3.5 at plus 130, still plus points. What's so bad about Azat Maxim? Why is he such a plus money underdog?
You know what's crazy is I watched Wheezy's
like a tall drink of water. There looks nothing to him. He looks sick. He looks like he's just came out of concentration camp, didn't he? Look at.
Yeah,
man, I got to go get a beer so I don't look like Tagir. Jesus,
it's a good idea.
Dave.
Yeah, Wheezy. I was watching his show, and he said that nobody had the weigh-ins because nobody was there to film it, and that wasn't true because. Well, you're streaming it right now.
I'm streaming a whole bunch of shit right now. Anyways, regardless, my turn.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the reason this fight is such crazy odds is because it's on fucking short notice. I get it. It is short notice. It's actually really short notice. I'm surprised he even found this guy to fucking fight. What's that?
How short notice is this, Maxim?
Less than a week.
Oh, he's only had 1 week?
Less than that.
Check his Instagram, see if he's been training. Or if he's coming off he's definitely not coming off the couch. That's not his lifestyle. Not my lifestyle.
Let's see what we got on his short notice fighter.
Lifestyle.
We've got. That was 9 weeks ago. Okay, I need to go back here.
That's
just edited 5 weeks ago.
What's this right here? 5 weeks ago. That's a camp. That's a six week camp, right? That's an average camp. It's like 6 weeks long, I think. So he was training for something. If not this, something. He was, you know what I mean?
Okay, so he's had a month to train then. Never mind. I apologize.
Looks handsome there. All right. Yeah, I like it. I'm still picking Tagir.
Let me go over some stats real quick.
Sure.
Tagir, 3.31 strikes landed versus 2.80. 3.32 absorbed versus 5.23. Azat has some serious defense problems on the ground. Takedown average 3.56 versus 2.00. This is why you're getting the odds here. He's going to be dominant on the feet, dominant on the ground. Submission average 1.7 versus 0.5. Has a way better repertoire of opponents and is coming off of 3 wins. So before you throw your fucking dog bet in there real quick on this 15-1, I get it. They're both decisioners. It might happen. Repertoire definitely goes into Tagir. Stand up, on the feet, on the ground, all points.
You know what I just found, Dave?
What's that?
And Tagir's Instagram, 3 days ago where he's signing posters. Mom Jeans. Mom Jeans is in the Instagram. She's in the look at Asmat. I'm sorry, Asmat, not Tajir. My bad. So yeah, go down a little bit. Keep going. Over again. Right here. There she is. Mom Jeans. Bam. Freeze. See? That's our girl. The one that like when everyone's walking for the face-offs.
That's not Mom Jeans.
That is Mom Jeans.
No.
With the blue shirt right there.
No. Oh, with the blue shirt. Wait, what?
Yeah, the blue shirt. You know who I'm talking. You gotta kick back with that. The blue t-shirt. Watch. It's the Mom Jeans girl. There she is, right there. Boom, with Mom Jeans on.
That's not. Oh, that's the other one.
That's definitely her. You know what I'm talking about now, right?
Yeah, she just doesn't. Yeah, okay.
The one that stands at the. Anyway. All right. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. You're taking Tajir minus 500?
No, I'm not taking it minus 500, but I'm taking it in Tapology. I do think this is going to go distance. So I like the over. So if you take the over and you take the money line, it gets you to minus 150, I guess. That's what you do.
So, okay. So Tajir by decision is what? I have, look here with on UFC the DraftKings, Tajir minus 3.5, meaning has to be a finish or unanimous decision, is minus 180. That might be a play if you're on the side of Tajir. I think Azat Maxim might be able to win one round. That's all I'm asking.
I don't know, $15 to make $100 Azat by decision. I can't pass that up.
Azat's not been in the octagon for 1.5 years.
It's probably for the better.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, there's a fighter on here where I feel like it's gonna affect more than that.
Yeah, there's a fighter on here. It's gonna shit in everybody's parlay, and it's gonna be Tajir Ulanbekov. That's what I think. I'm leaving him out of all parlays and everything, but he will be my pick. Agreed. You guys are both the same way.
Absolutely.
All right. Moving on. Next, we have our first of two female fights. Thankfully, they're right back to back, so that's good. Get them out of the way. But the first female fight at 135 pounds, we have Arina Alexeva taking on Claudia Saigula. I think Claudia Saigula is that the or no? Arina is the Russian. Who's the Russian Ronda? The Arina, right? Is that her?
Yeah, Alexeva.
Arina Alexeva. She's the Russian Ronda, and she's a minus 265 on DraftKings right now. Whereas in Claudia Saigula comes back at plus 215. But they're both coming off losses. Man, I hate this fight, but I guess I'm gonna go with the favorite only because it's just a coin flip with girls. They're both not impressive to me. I think if you want to use the Russian Ronda name, you got to be a little bit better. Ronda Rousey was, touted as this girl. Is she a judo girl? What Russian? There she is, Arina Alexeva. Who'd she? Coming off a loss to Melissa Mullins, who's also on this card. But you know who else is coming off a loss to Melissa Mullins? The opponent, Claudia Saigula. Her last loss was she got knocked out by Mullins, where Russian Ronda got decisioned or unanimous decision loss to her. 34 years old for Russian Ronda too. The other girl's 26. But the thing is the other girl is she good or is she just pretty? I don't know. I don't know enough about this. Claudia Saigula. I don't know. You got me. I'm taking the favorite because I'm going to be honest. I have no idea Claudia Saigula. I've never seen her fight. She's pretty. I suppose we can look at her Instagram, which I will, and Dave's going to show the things. But right now I'm going, oh, she's a doll too. She's gorgeous. Right now I'm going with the Russian Ronda, only because she's the favorite for a reason. And let's see, Claudia Saigula. I see posing. Oh, there's
I'm better. Here you go, the wins.
who is that? The Russian Ronda? That was Russian Ronda. She's crazy. Look at that hair.
You watch you gotta watch it. I'm putting this stuff for a fucking reason. Hang on, watch this.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Love me. That's some crazy ass tattoos going on. Makes weight. Happy about it.
Yeah. Cool. That's cringy, but I like it. Oh,
Next.
but look at this doll. She's somebody you want to bring home to mom, right there, right? You're not embarrassed. You can walk into church and the bar, whatever. What that girl, you can walk in anywhere and
fake everything. No tattoos.
She has a Instagram picture. It said 1 week ago. American Top Team, Florida. Ooh, that's a good sign. And she's saying, "I am ready." Last sparring session. I am ready. What are you watching? Little Padres and Padres Dodgers. Okay. Then she's got a picture of her with a gun in her bathing suit. Here's another post-training picture with Yana MMA. Oh, is that Yana Kunitskaya? Or I mean Yana. Is that Yana? What's her name? Silva. Huh. Anyway. Yeah, I'm staying right there. Ooh, here's a whole camp. She's with a whole bunch in American Top Team, all sorts of girls. I don't know, man. I have to check out. Maybe Claudia Saigula might be onto something here. I just can't put money on a girl I've never seen fight. I've never seen her fight. I have no idea what's going on with her skills. She is a doll, though. Give her that. I don't know. What are you guys thinking here? Oh, look, Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison's in the camp 7 weeks ago with Claudia. That's a great sign. Great sign. Not that picture. There's another one that they're all posing like that. Keep going. Again. There it is. Look at who's at the end. The champ. That's right. Whoo! But that's still, I don't know. Arena, the Russian Ronda, she's pretty sizable favorite for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Dave, you got stats or anything? What do you, an opinion? You got something, please. Or, yeah, because Barry's.
You realize he was going. Okay. There you go. I'll throw some stats up for you real quick.
Grand Piano Fight picks. Yeah, I asked Barry to have his daughter go play the piano. He's like, "Oh, she can't right now." So have her jump on that couch behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, is great. There he is. You want to give your breakdown on this girl fight?
Fuck no. Irina Alekseeva. I mean, there's no history. There's nothing to go off with Claudia Saigula except that she got her butt kicked a lot more harder than Alekseeva did. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to take Alekseeva. And she has a pretty good win over Stephanie Edgar, which is more than beautiful butt. And so let me make the rational decision. But I think the line is representative of the same thing that I'm saying. So, but for Tapology purposes, you know what I mean? This is an easy no-brainer. Give me the Russian Ronda.
You know what I don't like, though? I don't like that she's 34 and Claudia's 20-something. No, everybody seems to be skipping that because they're women. It does make a little,
Well, what's the
makes a
age
little-
difference again?
I forget how old Claudia is, but look,
34 and 26.
34 and 26.
Great
Four
point.
sides wrong side of 30 and four sides the right side of 30.
That's a
Instagram
great-
model versus wrestler, fighter. I'm sorry, there is no discussion here. Can we please move on?
All right, that's fair.
All right, fine. Unreal.
So
Claudia,
fight.
That's fair.
We're
That's a good point too.
Irina Alex Stevens.
It's like a fighter versus a teacher. You know what I mean?
both these girls just lost to. Let's move on to Melissa Mullins, which is
Right.
a little bit of a decent fight. I think the odds are minus 225, which is almost bettable. But fuck, let's go on to fucking Mullins because both these girls suck. Irina's going to win this by decision. It's going to be stupid, boring. Moving on.
All right, moving on. Next, we have Diarrhea Zelenikova taking on Melissa Mullins.
What?
Melissa Mullins, as we just spoke, just beat the last two girls we're talking about. She's cute with those glasses. Daria Zelenikova, she's coming off a loss to who's that?
Aylin Perez.
Yeah, Aylin Perez. That's you don't
Big
want to
one.
lose that ass.
Going to.
What?
Which one you going to? Daria?
Let's look at Zelenikova. Let's look at Diarrhea. Daria. The Iron Lady. Okay.
Mamas.
Let's
I'm sorry, guys.
9. What's that? 9 and 2.
I got to keep track of this kid.
Eileen Perez and Melissa Mullins.
Liz Carmouche is still fighting.
Rendon.
Liz Carmouche is still fighting? How old is Liz Carmouche? She should be
She
fighting.
should be knitting sweaters for her grandkids. That's how old.
She should be fighting. Why is Liz Carmouche fighting?
She's gonna win.
Yeah, I know. Who's she
Anyways,
fighting?
sorry,
Anybody with a name?
Apologize.
Is she fighting a Japanese girl?
First round.
Laura Dana?
Huh. I'm gonna fade Carmouche in that.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, back to this. I like Melissa Mullins. You know, Melissa Mullins this is a rematch. Melissa Mullins beat her back in 22 by ground and pound in last minute of round 1 in Aries FC.
Yeah.
That's
Why talk about
right
this fucking
there.
fight?
Why is this even happening? Why don't they just flip it around and have like Melissa Mullins? Oh, because she already beat the shit out of those other two girls. That's why. Yeah, let's go Melissa Mullins to just wipe out that whole Baku, Azerbaijan. Whoever they throw at her, she's gonna win. And what is she? She's like British, right? Or Welsh or something. Melissa Mullins, isn't she from the
England, right?
Yeah. Or yeah, Wales.
Used
I
to
think.
be Melissa Dixon, right?
Yeah. Then she
What the
lost.
fuck? Did they fuck up?
Yeah, they fucked up. That's the Irene Alexeva. It should be the. Oh, they did fuck up. Look at they labeled. Yeah, they labeled Claudia Saigula, Melissa Mullins.
USC fucked up. I love when USC fucks up. Sorry, guys.
They're only $1 billion company. I don't know why they.
Yeah. It's
All
embarrassing.
right, let's find the other. Let's find the real Melissa. Can the real Melissa Mullins please stand up? Claudia. Fuck Russian Ronda. Fuck her. Look at her. I can't stand it. Here's Diarrhea and oh man, Mullins looks rough though. I don't know. I need
fuck this up at all. That's Mullins right there.
Yeah, I know. They fucked it up again. They put Claudia. They mixed Claudia Saigula and Melissa Mullins up.
All girls look alike.
I don't know. Look at Dana scoping out her box, her vag. All right, girls. Stop it right there. Oh, yeah. Look at Diarrhea. She looks like she just took a diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Mullins all day. Look at got the tattoo on her chest and abdomen right there. What is that?
A bat?
A panther bat or something? I don't know, but it's kick ass. I like her glasses. I don't like that face right there. It looks like Looks like diarrhea just took a big shit and take a bite of a shit sandwich with extra butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't like it. Let's go Mullins. What's the odds for her though? She's probably stupid high odds. Let's see. Mullins is minus 258. That's almost playable.
That's your picture right there.
Oh, yep, taking it. That's not even a poop. That's taking it. That's the reverse poop. That's just something going in, not coming out.
Yep.
Melissa Mullins minus 258. Daria plus 210.
Oh, by the way, Carmouche is killing it. There is a mouse on the side.
Look, I can see it. She's looking for a tap or something.
Get her.
She got top.
Killing this girl.
And you know, on the lineup on DraftKings Sportsbook has these two fights going. It has. Oh no, never mind. I read it wrong. We're still good. All right. Minus 258. That's horrible. All right. What are you guys picking? I'm picking Mullins.
Oh, all day long.
Okay.
Yes.
Same.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's not really much to say, honestly.
Let's get back to a real fight now. A man fight. Man on man. Two men enter.
We'll make it up by taking a little longer on a real fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? This is some
those
garbage.
three broads should gang up and stomp Mullins out. Dana, think about recent pegging. She wore that strap on well last night. Which one? Mullins or yeah, that's who's looking at. All right, moving on. Let's get our heads out of the gutter and back into the fight game. We got Ismail Nardiev taking on the Iron Turtle, Jun Young Park. Nardiev is 24-7, and Jun Young Park 18-6. I think Park is he should be the favorite. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the odds, like I said, but what's Tapology got it? Scroll a little bit. We can see that. Or not. I'll do it.
Give me a second. Jesus
All right. And don't worry about it, Limpy. Take your time. Junior Park's minus 185. He is the slight favorite, as Nardiev is plus 155. That's on Tapology, and on the real on DraftKings right now, Park minus 175. So it moved a little bit. Nardiev plus 145. And those are the odds I'm writing down because that's the ones I can play. Minus 175 for the Iron Turtle. Nardiev plus 145. All right. So we got Nardiev's coming off his UFC debut win over Bruno Silva. Before that, he was in Brave. And he took a couple losses, back-to-back losses in Brave. You don't like to see that against guys with almost double-digit losses. That's horrible. But he's a younger guy here, and he's taking on Iron Turtle. Junior Park's coming off a nice, decent split decision win over Brad Tavares. It was greasy, and it was close. I remember. I was sweating. He lost to Andre Muniz in a greasy split decision, which I took a loss on that because I'm a supporter of the Iron Turtle. Before that, he beat Albert Dariev with a submission, Dennis Tululin with a submission, and Joseph Holmes with a submission. So his last five, he's been submitting the shit out of these people. And I think he might do the same to Homeboy here, Nardiev, because Homeboy got submitted in Brave 2 years ago by an armbar from some guy, Marcin Bandel. So I know MMA math doesn't work, but also Korean top team, a little biased for me. I am a proud Korean, so I'm not going to skirt around it. It's the truth. I'm biased. And I'm going to take Jun Young Park to get the win here, and I'm pretty confident, and he will make my parlays. I don't know about you guys, but that's my pick. What are you thinking, Barry?
That was a great breakdown because this is a kind of fight that, as a bettor, I mean, you just got to take Park. It's minus 185. You hit it on the head. Look, it's got those little cupping marks.
Yeah, the cup marks. You don't like.
He's got a weak back. He's got a weak back, and he's been finished a lot. And he's fought the less. There's no strength of schedule that goes to Park. There's no advantage right here. Statistically, on paper, this is Park. With the naked eye, this is Park. And I just get so excited because it's something that's bettable. And this is something I would put a star by. Like, if I'm really just picking one, finally I can say, like, I could make a confident pick. You're always looking for that confident pick. People always tune in to different MMA shows because they want that confident pick. And this is going to be my confident pick. I'm going to make a star by it. I want to, like, keep track of the ones that I really feel like I'm going to go ahead and go with, with my gut. So, yeah.
Dave.
Oh, I'm the bull burster. I'm the bull burster. All right, the decisionator, Ismail
Nardiev.
You don't know his name and you're going to pick him. It's ridiculous.
The decisionator, 27-4 versus 18-6. Height same, weight same, reaches the same, age. Ismail's a little bit younger. Strike 9 per minute, 3.41 versus 4.77. Volume Park, right? But unfortunately, strike absorbed 1.52 versus 3.42. Park has no defense. He's just a punching bag, and thank goodness he has a chin, and thank goodness he can take those punches.
Iron skull.
Takedown average 1.60 versus 1.85. Pretty much a wash. Accuracy 40 versus 47. Pretty much a wash. Defense 72 versus 57. Advantage Ismail on the ground as far as I'm concerned. As far as just give me a chance. Believe it or not, with the ratio on the feet, I'm picking Ismail on the feet. If this does get to the ground, I'm flipping a coin. I think it's going to be, as far as it goes, Ismail versus Park. Ground game is kind of, let's see. Ismail took down Silva in his last win 3 times. He got taken down by Sean Brady, which means he lost. He took down Sierra, which means 3 times, which means he won. He needs to do his takedowns. If he wins his takedowns, it's wonderful. As far as Park goes, Park takes down Tavares twice, wins. Park gets taken down 11 times versus Muniz, which is what I remember, which is what stands out to me. 11 times versus fucking Muniz, which is kind of not good for anything as far as that goes. Got taken down by Duryev. He took down Tulian, but I don't really give a shit about that. Took down Holmes twice. I don't give a shit about that. Eric Anders took him down 3 times, which tells me that I think Ismail is going to be able to take him down pretty easily. If that does happen, if that is the case, decisionator all day long. Naduryev by decision, 100%. Sorry, that's my pick.
You kind of making me want to now that I'm looking at their Instagrams. Park has a real I want to fade picture on Instagram. Where
what is it? What's he doing?
He's standing with like his training partners. He's the only one with socks on. They're all sweaty. He's not. And the one guy looks like he's the only Korean I've ever seen with Down syndrome. So it's kind of, and his training partners all look like they could be on the same short bus. It's not a good looking picture. It's making me. Dave, share the Instagram, please. I could be over the first picture. How come he's the only one with socks and all the rest of them you can see their sweat through their shirts? The one guy does look like he has Down syndrome. You know which one. I don't got to point him out.
The one on the left.
That there, yes, he does. I'm not saying he does, but he does look like he could be, And the other guy looks special too, with making the fist on the other end. They look like they could be all special. I know the guy next to Junior Park is a coach because I've seen him in the corners, and it's just I Man, it's
That's Korean racism right there.
well, I can. I'm Korean.
I know. It's I can't say. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you say anything, we got to fight. But I'm just playing. But anyway, I'm still picking Park, but I just don't like I want to see, maybe Nardiev. If I see something in his Instagram, I'm gonna check that out right now. But I don't, man. Plus, the age advantage also goes to Nardiev's too.
These guys
Park 34, Nardiev is 28. Little bit of age advantage there for him. Ishmael. If there's a judge favorite, Ishmael probably it, because the whole Muslim thing, and he's born in Russia and he's fighting out of Morocco. Let's see his Insta. Oh, was that Dana? And ain't nothing. They all want to post. I mean, Christ, Dave's got a picture with Dana. That don't mean shit.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, look at his training. Look at his crew. They all got sunglasses on. Look at, none of them are sweating. They all got bare feet. Well, no, there's a couple Sakis in there, but that's his training crew. They all look special too, but not special as Jun Young Park's training crew. But anyway, let's see what else we. Oh, there's throwing some.
Look at the knees and the kicks, the back, the spinning things.
Is that Bang Tao? Is he in Thailand? Is that Bang Tao? That's the Hickman brothers, I think. I can't read any of that shit. Let me pull it.
It is. You're right. Bang Tao Fitness.
Oy, now that makes me. Oh, I'm staying away from this fight. My Tapology pick's gonna be. Man, fuck Dave. Why you gotta? I was so high on Park too. Now you.
Not happening. It's not happening. Don't. Come to reality.
He's got the
butt fucking butt butter. Put the fucking cigarette
on. I'm sticking with Jun Young Park, but man, I'm not confident anymore as I was. I lost confidence because Dave made me.
Yeah, Dave made me fucking lose my confidence too. I'm gonna take off these stars that I put next to his damn name.
Right? What an asshole. All right. Anyway.
Sorry, I apologize for bringing the reality crashing down in your worlds of how the world actually is, but no, not happening.
But Junior Park did so good against RoboCop, and everybody thought he was just going to be a. So,
and you know what's a good win too? Albert Duryev. That guy's an animal.
T-shirt.
Did I put him in a parlay? Oh, I did, didn't I? Ismail, there he is. My plus money 162. Oh, thank you.
Wow.
It's a $150 parlay.
Hey, you know what though? If someone is gonna get the greasy decision though, it's gonna be Duria or Nerd. Same thing.
Mohammed Namav.
It's like backwards.
Are you kidding? Don't stop showing you're spoiling it, and some of those picks are ridiculous. But anyway, let's move on. Moving on, we have another Korean fighter, a newer guy than Jun Young Park. His name is Seokyeon Cole, and he's taking on homeboy Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott is a sizable favorite, I do believe. I check right now. Yeah, Oban. I gotta sign in again.
Catch up.
What's up? There you go. Actually. All right, let's check it out. I'll sign in a bit. So, Oban Elliott is the favorite according to Tapology as well. Huh?
I'm reading Kiwi Bruce comments. Sorry,
I didn't hear you.
I'm reading Kiwi Bruce comments. I should be watching Liz Carmouche absolutely annihilating this chick.
Oh, so anyway, Oban Elliott is a huge favorite, minus 485 according to Tapology and DraftKings. All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What do you got on that Bet365? I got to sign in if I don't continuously keep on it. pain in my ass. It's a PETA, just like sending Barry McCocken an email for an invite.
All right.
Yeah, Oban Elliott's minus 485. 485 on DraftKings Sportsbook.
Minus 450 on Bet365.
And Seok Hyung Ko comes back at plus 370 for the Korean. Plus 370. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not familiar with Ko. But we're going to take a little short dive. He's from Contender Series, where he had a unanimous decision against Igor Cavalcanti. Before that, he was in AFC. I'm not familiar with the AFC. What is that? I don't. AFC. We're going to have to open it up. Thank you.
No. He fought Alwin Kinsai. Alwin Kinsai, who was 7-7, is now 7-8, and just a whole bunch of
So is he a can crusher?
Yeah, and before that, he
looked
like was 28, 27, and 6. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
28.
Oh, look, he has a loss to Sasha Platnikov way back in 2018. Remember that guy? He sucks. Sasha Platnikov sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sasha
I can't pick this guy.
Come on, he's 8-5. He's better than you or I.
He's still because we don't fight, and I'm 50. Of course, he's gonna be better than me. But he's still in the world of UFC MMA fighting. He's not that good.
No.
Oh, and look at Oban Elliott practice. He's training at Shore Martial Arts with Jack Shore. Everybody likes Jack Shore. He's got mad UFC. He beat Val Woodburn, which isn't that great. Preston Parsons. He had a performance of the night over Basil Hafez. That's the one. No, never mind. That was a good fight. Round 3, yeah. Oban, and I think I bet against him too. That's why it sticks out to me. Look, he lost to Michael Figlak back in 2020. Yeah, I guess I have to go with the favorite, but minus 485, I can't do it. If anything, I might take a shot in the dark at the underdog just because he's Korean and his last name is K-O, knockout. And I guess he's been called the Korean Tyson, which is so stupid. I don't know why. Why do they always got to be Russian Ronda, Korean Tyson? Why can't they just be themselves? Why you guys be a foreign version of someone that already exists that's way better than you? That's stupid.
The size difference is huge, though. And the reach.
Yeah, Oban Elliott.
Sure. Pats him on the side and says, "Thanks for coming out." Watch this. Wait a second. You gotta watch this. There. Oh man, really?
What?
There you go, right there. That little pat on the fucking side.
Yeah, what's that? So what? He's just being friendly. He don't say shit. And if he did, Cole's not gonna understand him. He's Korean.
He's losing.
All right. Well, anyway, we're on real fight pick. I mean, Barry McCockiner. What do you think?
I love me a good dog, bro. But the thing is I can't take this guy, Ko, because for the reasons that you pointed out, fighting a bunch of cans, fighting on organizations we've never heard of when we're always on Tapology. So that's a big red flag. But the line is so ridiculous. And I want to do something with this fight. Pick the under or pick the over. So if I had to,
real quick,
I wouldn't touch this fight. But if I had to, I would pick whatever the plus money one is, because it's so unpredictable, this fight. Like, except for the fact that, okay, we're going to pick Oban Elliott to win, but I don't think you can really even pick how. I think he could win by sub, he could win by KO, he could win by decision. So I just say, you know what, on this one, just let it come. If you have to play everything and you're just a true degen, I feel you just take whatever plus money is there. So if there's plus money on the finish, take the plus money. If there's plus money on the fight goes, then take the fight goes. I think that's just the smartest thing to do with something so unpredictable, because I don't even know how you even would do a line for those props.
I'll do a line with one nostril. AFC is Angels Fighting Championship. Guess where this promotion's out of? Vu Tau, Vietnam. That's a little nutty. That's kind of like Kumite shit. That's like sometimes they die in the ring in these promotions out there in Southeast Asia. I'm serious too. But yeah, still I think Oban Ellie's gonna destroy him. Dave?
Elliot, all day I'm done.
All right, perfect. Moving on. That was a delightful waste of time. Next we have, now this one is a good fight. This is a good fight. We've got Muhammad Naimov taking on Bogdan Grad. I just like saying Bogdan Grad. But this is I think, what's the line on this? Let me see.
On Tapology, minus 270 versus plus 205. It has moved a little bit.
It did. I got minus 258 for Naimov and plus 210 for Bogdan Grad.
I got minus 250 and plus 200.
Close. Yeah, same. 58. All right. Let's take a look at these fighters here. Who you want to look at first? Who's the underdog? Let's look at the underdog. Grad. Okay. The Austrian fighter, his nickname is The Unleashed. 15-2. I mean, that's pretty good. He's coming off 4 back-to-back wins, but they're only one fight in the UFC, which happened to be a performance of the night against Lucas Alexander, where punches and elbows from Mount in round 2. That's very impressive. Let's see. He lost to Tom Nolan. I like Tom Nolan in the Contender Series. That was back in 23. Since then, he was in like a Cage FS, and he had another Contender Series victory. And aside from that, I'm looking, and no big names that I see in his past that stick out to me anyway. He has an extensive amateur career, wins and losses, but that's all growth and learning. I would mark that up as. Yeah, he's nothing great. He's a little better than a can crusher though, because these records are like 18-6. I see in there. That's pretty good. And we got 13-5, and they're not horrible cans. In the early season they are 0-10, but I'm saying they're all going to start out like that. When you come into the fight game, they all start out like that. Now the Hillman, Muhammad Naimov, this guy's 12-3. He's coming off a win over Kane Offley. I remember that fight, and that was unanimous decision. I think I did pick Naimov, but I think I was sweating for some reason for that fight. I don't know. He lost to Felipe Lima by rear naked choke prior to that, and this was just last year. He's got UFC fights against Jamie Malarkey. That was a performance tonight. Nathaniel Woody beat Eric Silva. Yeah, I got to go with Naimov here. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer when I looked at it deeper, but yeah, he's beat. Look, even way back in the day, he beat Landon Quinones. I'm looking for big names that stick out, and there's some good ones in here. I got to go with Muhammad Naimov. What are you guys thinking about this one?
I feel like where is this at on the card? Is this?
This is the curtain jerker for the main card.
The curtain jerker. See, exactly. That's what I thought. They want to get the crowd's attention right here. I mean, I don't think so, Gerald. Here's the thing. I'm from a DraftKings perspective. Starting from the first fight, you can't take Usman and you can't take Hamdi. I don't think you can take Naimov because he's going to win a boring decision. If you're betting this fight, I'm telling you to bet Naimov by decision. I don't think Grad is live at all. I don't know how many times Naimov has been knocked out, but if it's like 0, Grad's not going to be the first guy to do it. Like I don't think so. Yeah, so I got to go Naimov by decision, and that would be the way I would approach this fight.
Dave.
Oh, Jesus. Not even close. I can go over stats if you really want to, but I don't think it's worthwhile. Strike landed per minute, 2.94 versus 5.83 for Grad. But hang on. Strike absorbed 3.77 versus 7.84. Both of which negative striking ratio. Grad's going to try and take this down. Takedown average 1.85 versus 3.50. Takedown defense 69% versus 100%. So I think Nemav's advantage, believe it or not, here is on the feet. The odds are kind of, I get it. Grad's, as far as the stats go, he's got decent stats, but it's against shitty fucking opponents. If you really do a deep dive, Lucas Alexander, not that good, knocked him out. Aswell, once again, Aswell had the volume on him, but was controlled on the ground for that split decision. That one could have been a toss-up, by the way. And then he lost against Nolan because Nolan just beat the fuck out of him and knocked him down. I believe Namav has the advantage here on the feet, even though the stats don't say it, just because of those wins against Aswell and Lucas. But his stand-up game is not that good. So I'm going Namav all day long. I believe he is minus 250. It's going to be a decision because Namav, as far as his record goes, decision, injury, decision. So we're looking at probably Namav by decision. If you look at that goes, it goes from a minus 250 to a, hang on a second, I apologize. I don't have this going right now. Namav by decision. Hang on. Jesus Christ. Plus 105.
That's plus 105. That's good. You know
that's
why? All right, so we're all on Nemov or Barry.
I just want to add one last thing. I'm taking Naimov because I can't take Grad. I can't take Grad. But if I do bet this fight to go the distance is plus money, plus 140.
Yeah.
So I would probably take that. And also, if I gotta put something on it, I think I would put Grad by decision. That's plus 700. And because I could see him outstriking Nemov, because Nemov, one thing that's scary about Nemov is he's incredibly low volume. He's never come close, I don't think, to throwing 100 strikes. And that's something that Bogdan Grad has done in the UFC octagon. But I got to take Nemov is going to have the intangible. He's going to have that intangible.
And it's going to go to the ground. He's got definitely better wrestling. You know why I'm taking Nemov? Because Nemov didn't put a UFC license plate on his Ford Focus and bragging about it. You don't, I mean, and then look at how corny. Look at you're gonna take this guy, Bogdan Grad, really, Team Bogdan Grad. He's risen about his Ford Focus with the UFC plate. That's corny, man. That's corny. That's why I can't. Yeah, Nemov all day because of that. Anyway, all jokes aside, look at there. Unbelievable. All jokes aside, Nemov is the better fighter, and I think in pretty much every, except for I think he's the age again probably goes to Bogdan Grad, but aside from age and cardio, Nemov probably got him everywhere, everywhere I can see. So you guys want to move on? Next fight?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Next we got Nazim Sadikov taking on Nicholas Mota. This is a lightweight 155. Sadikov should be the favorite. I didn't check yet, but I imagine so. I knew it. Everyone like shits on Nicholas Mota, and it's not really deserving. I know he's not the best, but he's not. Let's see, what is minus 435 what's it on DraftKings? Saddle minus 410. Ugh, yuck. You don't like that. Nobody likes that. But okay. So 10-1-1. That's why his draw was against Vyacheslav Borshev. I remember that saved me because I had picked Borshev to upset to win, and he was underdog. That saved my parlay, I think, on that week. Let's see. He's got a sub over Terrence McKinney. Evan Elder knocked him out. And then before he was in Contender Series, where he got a knockout over Ahmed Hassanzada. His last fight is the most impressive, where he got a TKO doctor stoppage over Ishmael Bonfim. That was a fantastic win for him. But now he's got Nicholas Mota, who Nicholas Mota's not doing bad. Let's see. He had a premature stoppage with Trey Ogden. That was a year ago. Then he beat Tom Nolan, who we just saw. We were saying he beat up Tom Nolan, just kicked we saw him in a, one guy had one loss, and it was Tom Nolan. And then most recently, he had a decision over Mahashate, set him back where he's from. And Nicholas Iron Mota, they're close in age, close in height, close in reach. Mota's from Extreme Couture, which is in Vegas. Sadikov is from Syndicate, which is in Vegas. Also, he's from Longo. So we'd have to check his Instagram to see where he's been training, but because Longo's on Long Island. So, and I think that's probably where then. I'll check it real quick. But I think my pick is, I really want to pick the value in Nicholas Mota. I think I might take him at plus 3.5. But I don't. Yeah, I think I'm going to fade. Oh, he's definitely working at Longo because he's got a picture with Marab and Marab's Longo. So but I don't see many training picks 10 days out. What's this? Okay, here's a week ago. And Renzo Gracie. So I don't know. Probably Renzo Gracie, Philly. I don't know where he's at. But regardless, I might take the plus money. I might take the huge upset with Nicholas Mota. I don't know. You guys talk me off the ledge here. What do you think?
I don't know, brother. I'm looking at this, like I said, from a DraftKings perspective, and I feel like, yeah, Mota is the hottest thing that's so far on the card, and this is already, the main card. So I like Mota, definitely as somebody who could come out here and get a surprise, whatever, because he's got that wild,
nice
Charles Oliveira, Brazilian, crazy, just don't give a fuck at some points in the fight style that really does make it like 50-50. Sadikov seems more technical. But one thing that I'm going to fade, and I'm going to pick Sadikov in Tapology, is because Mota's been finished in all 5 of his losses. So he puts himself out there in harm's way. And yeah, he's streaking right now. He's been looking very good. He's had 2 wins in a row, and pretty good wins. He's not really out there fighting nobodies or bums. He's fighting good competition now. And but how can you overlook him getting knocked out by Jim Miller, 50-year-old Jim Miller, who's retired now? I mean, that was a horrible loss. Maybe it was because I think maybe that was short notice. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but super undurable, not durable at all. And if it's a systematic thing, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the guy who's technically sound, a little bit more consistent, only 1 loss. And it's in his, in the Middle East, or whatever, right there by Russia.
And you know where Mota's been training? A day ago. Bang Tao, Muay Thai. That's the Hickman brothers. I'm telling you that the Bang Tao team is not to fuck with.
Yeah, dude, but when you're fucking chinny, bro, like, it don't really matter. You know what I mean? It's like Tony Ferguson training with David Goggins.
Is a like a knockout guy? Is he? I don't know.
T-shirt bet.
No, the odds are fucking minus 400 something. Are you kidding me?
So let me tell you why. All right, enough of this, guys. Strike length per minute, 4.70 versus 3.64. Advantage Nazim on the feet for volume. Strike absorbed, 5.66. Not a great striking ratio, but guess what? 4.50. Negative striking ratio for both, which means Moto's not that good on the fucking feet. His defense sucks shit, and his accuracy is shit as well. By the way, Moto has no fucking ground game. Takedown average, 1.54 versus 0.00. Takedown defense is at 82, so yeah, he may be able to stop a couple takedowns, but not all of them. Nazim, 1.54 takedown average, 0.3 submission average. Takedown accuracy is 62%, which is actually pretty fucking high. Takedown accuracy for this one, nothing, because he doesn't even try. One-dimensional fighter versus a UFC fighter. Nazim all day long. The odds are proportionate, I hate to say.
Oh yeah. Just saying. All right. Well, I mean, I'll go on an island by myself. I'm taking Nicholas Motta for the upset, and I'm going to tell you guys tomorrow, I told you so, when you guys are having breakfast and I'm eating lunch. Told you so, Nicholas Motta.
This will be my breakfast.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Cheers, Dave. What's a comeback on Motta? It's like plus, let me see.
Plus 300.
Plus 320. I'm going to take him plus 3.5 points. It's still plus money, plus 185 for Motta. I don't know. Nazim Sadikov, I think he's more hyped than anything. But, it's a fight. Could be wrong. All right, moving on. Next, we have Mike Tech Orbai taking on Tofik Musayev. Now, this Tofik Musayev, we have to look into this guy because I am not familiar much with him. I know Orbai.
The last I heard about this guy, Tofik, was that he trained at Killcliff MMA.
Huh. We're about to dive in and find out. Tofik Musayev. Yeah, we're about to learn. Learn you now. Okay, the 22-5 wrestler from Azerbaijan. He is the home. Oh, by the way, Sadikov is Azerbaijani too. He's home team. So just so that does contribute to your pick, Dave. But so this Tajik, or was it Tofik Musayev, also from Azerbaijan. He's the older guy here, 35 years old, where Orbai is 27. Tapology has it plus 135 for Musayev, minus 160 for Orbai. And I like Orbai here. We're going to check Musayev's. I'm going to check Musayev's Instagram because here it doesn't mention anything about Killcliff, but I believe he probably could be working stateside now. I see him with Saeed Nurmagomedov in a picture, posing. I don't see any training yet. Signing. Here's a post-training, maybe. Or here's a training picture. 6 weeks ago, and I have no idea where he's at. Let me see if I can get some clues. He's a Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket, Thailand. In his training picture. That's definitely Thailand.
Really? Sorry.
What? Right there. Look, go back. Go back to where he's punching.
Just because that elephant.
There's Tiger Muay Thai all over the fucking wall. And if you press the arrow, Tiger Muay Thai. Look at the print on the floor and tell me that's not Tiger Muay Thai.
I think I bought you a T-shirt from there.
Yeah, I think so. And I just took off a hoodie from there. But anyway, you did. You bought me authentic. It came with Vietnamese writing and all that shit. Ended up being an extra medium, so my nipples stick through like a fucking. I can cut open. Anyway, it was super tight, super tight. But I still have it.
You'll make some money.
No, it is legit though. It is from Thailand. I love it. I do. I just wish it was a little bit bigger.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It gives me
You're fat.
I know. It gives me incentive to lose some weight so I can fit in the fucking Tiger Muay Thai shirt. But I'm gonna go with Oralbai here only because Tofik has so many question marks. I'm not. Who's he fought? Let's see. He's got he's going all these Ryzen fights, all these Japanese guys. Oh, he beat Sydney Outlaw in Bellator. Now that's a good. See, that's something that sticks out to me now. Now I can say, okay, he beat Patricky Pitbull. Okay. Now this is a whole new deal. Now, I don't know, boys. I don't know. That changes everything. What year was that? Patricky Pitbull, 2019. He won the tournament finals in Ryzen. That's a pretty good accomplishment. Oy, I don't. But let's see, Maitek Oralbai, 13-2, crazy good hat on Oralbai. He's a Kyrgyzstan, so he's like home team. He's like if the judges are going to cheat, they're going to be on his side. He's coming off a split decision fight of the night loss to Matus Rebecki. Before that, he's been through a couple UFC fighters named Elvis Brenner, unanimous decision. Uros Medic, neck crank. That was a good one. And prior to that, he was in the LFA, wrecking the likes of 10-7 fighters, 6-1. And before that, it's pretty much uncanny counters. Yeah. You know what? This might be another Tofik Musayev spot. I'd like that Patricky Pitbull win. I didn't realize that. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this fight?
So, bro,
yeah.
As far as like hometown cooking, Tofik is the hometown boy. This is where he fought on the region. He fought and came up in the beginning on the regional scene.
He is Azerbaijani. Yes.
Of Baku. And it's horrible. So he's a product of this, of somewhere that's like road to UFC. And I understand he has these wins against Patricky Pitbull, but Patricky Pitbull is not a grappler like my Titty Beck. That's a DFS. So
Mike Beck. Yep.
And all of the losses that Tofik has is a loss from a grappler. And Tofik, even though he has that name that ends in EV, he's not really like a wrestler. His base was karate, and you could totally see it. So which means he's probably going to be as good a striker as my Titty Back. The question is, who's going to be the better striker? Because my Titty Back is pretty good. He's not like, Max Holloway or anything like that, but he goes out there and he puts up 70 significant strikes, which is pretty good, being a person that is mainly like a grappler. But he's not gonna sub like my Titty Back is not. He's not a good sub artist. That neck crank was an outlier because Medic is horrible on the ground, which Tofik I'm pretty sure is better than Uros Medic. So I don't think that he's gonna get the sub. I cannot pick, even though he looks better too, and he's like on the steroids, and he looks better than Oralbai. Musayev looks really good, but I think he struggles with grapplers.
He needs a haircut right there.
He's shaggy. When he did fight and step up and fight good competition, he gassed out in the third round and lost to some guy from
the Outlaw. He
has a bad loss on there to this guy named Alexander Chablis, and he won the first round with striking, and then started to fall off. He might have even won the second round,
and he got a body kick in the third.
He ran out of gas, dude, and he slowed down a lot. And my Titty Back doesn't slow down. He fought pretty good. He got his ass kicked, against.
I like the energy he brings, though. Look at him. I like the energy.
I'm gonna say this, dude. It's kind of like a play that I made last week. Like I faded Patchy Mix because I made a point that if you're this age, he's 33 and he's making his debut in the UFC. I'm always gonna fade that now because by this point,
those hammer fists. Are you kidding me? Oh boy, I don't know. This guy's real deal.
no.
Sydney Outlaw, Patricky Pitbull, those guys.
Sydney Outlaw. I don't understand why you think he's good. He has been knocked out like 7 times.
You know what? I bet you Sydney Outlaw and Patricky. Oh, I know Patricky Pitbull, but Sydney Outlaw would beat the shit out of Elvis Brenner, Uros Medic, Hayward Charles. They would beat all these guys that Oralby has beat. That's in the UFC. Sydney Outlaw and would do the same. And that's why I think this might be an upset. This might be another trap. I don't know. Dave, what do you think?
And trappity trap. Exactly. I agree with you. There is no way you should intro this guy in his first UFC fight against Oralby, who is a fucking candidate and a killer. Unfortunately, Oralby is beatable, and there is a path to victory for fucking beating this guy. Let me go to the stats real quick. Oralby strike lane per minute 3.42, 3.39 strike absorbed. Kind of even ratio on the feet. His takedown average is 5.36. So the only path to victory for Oralby is taking his opponents down. Now, Musaev, I don't have any stats on him as far as the UFC goes, but Musaev, as far as his takedown, where is he? Hang on, I apologize. He took Elvis Brenner down. He took Uros Meg down. Fucking neck cranked him in fucking round 2. He finishes fights. Howard Charles, Elizabeth. This is on his intro to the UFC on home soil. I think I see upset coming. I definitely
it's not like Oralby's from far away. I think he's a neighboring country.
I get it, but still, regardless, they're both hometown. There's no advantage there. I think this is being set up for Tafik. And I think if the judges are going to be anywhere biased, and I think this is going to decision, I think Tafik might have the advantage here. So as far, I picked Oralby in my Tapology picks, but
Your time
is the parlay. This one's more of a coin toss than you realize.
I'm taking Tofik plus 3.5 on DraftKings. Just FYI.
Good pick. I'm picking Oralby. I've got a little bit of money on him, a little sprinkle. But I'm very concerned, and he is part of a 2-fight parlay as 2 to 6 fight. Yeah, so I got 6 fights, and I'm only bidding on 2 out of 6. So he's one of my losses, and I'm expecting to have a loss.
Well, I expect to win every fight, and this one, I got Tapology. Oralby is my pick, but betting, I'm taking Musaev plus 3.5 points because I do think it's going to go. I don't think it's going to be a finish. I think it's going to go to the decision, and I think because the hometown crowd, Tofik might win a round or 2, and maybe even win the whole fight. Now, see the Gerald Lynch says Oralby's brother. What is that symbol? See that little icon there? What is that? I can't make it out.
I was looking.
The fucking comment, Dave. The comment on the screen.
Brother?
Oh, never mind, Dave. Forget it.
Gerald, what is that, Gerald?
Not too late. All right. Moving on. It's Oralby's brother. That's what it is. Moving on. Now we have the feature fight of the main card. We have Curtis Blades. You guys all know and love Curtis Blades taking on Rizvan Kuniev. All right. I am a big fan of Curtis Blades. That whole thing with who was it that Tom Aspinall? Remember? Let me see. Let's check out Curtis Blades real quick. His okay, yeah, he had that loss to Tom Aspinall, the counter jabs, ground strikes. That was a poor showing. Okay, but prior to that, he had that win with Tom Aspinall, the knee injury. That's bullshit. Who cares? But before that, Chris Dawkins was a good win. That happened to be a performance of the night for him. Jairzinho Rosenstruck picked him there. Derek Lewis, everybody have troubles against him. But look, Alexander Volkov beat him. Shamil Abdurakhimov, Junior Dos Santos, Alistair Overeem back in the day. And look at how Curtis Blades been in the fight game as a pro since 2014. I mean, come on. And as soon as he comes in, he gets a name in Lorenzo Hood. You know what I mean?
All right, regardless, we're not going back.
That's an orangutan. Shut up.
I'm not going back.
Brother, that is so racist, Gerald. Jesus. Oh, it's a caveman. Still. Oh, I get it. Oral by his brother Kate. Oh, that's okay. That's what it is. Makes sense. All right. That's not racist. That's just calling Oral by a Neanderthal, which he does look like. But back to this. Curtis Blades has been, since the beginning, he's been taking on and beating decent names. Lorenzo Hood, Alan Crowder. He lost to Francis Ngannou, but Jesus, what do you expect? Then he goes 2017, Alexei Olenek, Mark Hunt. The list goes on and on. Lost again to Francis Ngannou. What do you expect? But yeah, I think he should be able to do whatever he wants to Rizvan Kuniev. To be fair, let's look at Kuniev. His Tapology picture looks like his coach that's lifted him up wants a Zerber at his belly. But Kuniev, okay. Hugo Kuna was his last Contender Series win. Henan Ferrer, no contest. And before that, I don't know, none of these names. Jose Jimenez. No, I don't know that guy. I don't know. Not Darko Stolcic. But that was a loss, and that was way back in 2014. That's the only name I know out of all these dudes that he's fought in his never year. And yeah, I don't. What Curtis Blades is probably a super huge favorite here, right? No, he's not. He's minus 258. That's so playable. That's play. Put me down for Curtis Blades at minus 258. I'm gonna put an asterisk by this one. This is lock it in. I'm gonna draw a picture of a lock on it. Lock Curtis Blades in for me. Kiwi, come on. I'm not gonna. Oh, you guys are from the same part of the world, so it's all good. So Barry, what do you think?
Here's the thing. I don't like that Curtis Blades has been knocked out 5 times, and I know it's against better competition, but that's just the stat that I hate. I hate being so confident in some guy, and honestly, I think that's for a good reason. Curtis Blades is a good wrestler, but like an extreme example is when Derek Lewis knocked him out, but that wasn't as lucky as you think, because Curtis Blades is willing to shoot from way far out like that. And I don't want to take anything away from Derek Lewis, but honestly, I think he's like not great. I hate that loss for Blades. And I know that Derek Lewis is probably, you could look at him like, who the hell is this?
Look at the stupid things marks on his back.
Yeah. Like you could say the same thing. Who's Kuniev compared to Derek Lewis, right? I could see that. So, whatever, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But here's the thing about Curtis Blades too, is like he's good against like a striker who's like a striker, like Alexander Volkov. He's good against a guy like that because he's gonna out wrestle him. And then he's good against a guy who's a straight wrestler because he can outstrike him. But this guy Kuniev can do a little bit of both. I mean, he's from, I believe, Dagestan. So
He is.
I like that he's going to keep this fight on the feet. And Almeida was Jelton Almeida is super good, but he's little for the division. And I knew that was going to be a problem. This Kuniev guy is not little.
Right. You
for
know
the
who
division
is from Goretz that is Ankalaev. Magomed Ankalaev trains at Goretz. That's where Kuniev says on Tapology anyway. I didn't look at his.
So I'm not going to go with Blades because like I feel like he's chinny. I feel like, he's possibly on a some kind of like, he's got to have the wear and tear, factor going against him. And this guy, look at 100% takedown defense. Give me Kuniev. Give me Kuniev.
Okay. Wow. Thanks for the amateurs.
Hey, you guys will thank me tomorrow. You will thank me tomorrow.
Okay, I appreciate the peanut gallery weighing in, and I appreciate the peanut gallery sneaking into the stats and kind of like look, 100% takedown defense. Oh, that means something. Let's be honest here. Curtis Blades, his last fight was probably against the heavyweight champion of the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall. That was his last fight where he got fucking knocked out. Okay, before that, took care of it. Helton Almeida. And I'll tell you right now, Almeida is better than fucking Kuniev all day long. He lost to Pavlovich. Pavlovich, man, striking was insane. The Aspinall, we're not going to fucking do anything about. The Dak House, Rosenstruck, Derek Lewis, the beast, really. The repertoire of opponents is insane. Kuniev, big boy. I get it. He's a big boy. He beat Hugo Kunta, who has since lost against Denzel Freeman. Who the fuck is that? I have no goddamn clue.
Morgan Freeman's nephew.
Regardless.
You didn't know that? Everybody knows that, Dave.
He beat Brendan Ferreira. He beat that guy, but then they switched it.
Oh, Brendan Ferreira beat Francis Ngannou. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Who did he beat?
He's still a big guy.
He fought Francis Ngannou. Look at this guy. That guy's Cro-Magnon. Did you see his forehead? Jesus, that was a 5-head.
All right. He choked out Anthony Hamilton. Guess what? Curtis Blades not going to get choked out. He grounded and pounded Santos. Curtis Blades not going to get grounded and pounded by this guy. He TKO'd Vladimir Dianko in Eagle FC 31, who is now,
he looks like Fedor. That guy looks like Fedor.
Dude,
the Witch
we're
version.
talking about fucking Curtis Blades here. Curtis Blades all day long. I can't imagine why the odds are as close as they are. Curtis Blades right now minus 250. Put that in a fucking parlay all day long. He's now main event all day long, coming off of a loss against Tom Aspinall, who is, listen, John Jones running from fucking Tom.
Yeah, he is. He's ducking him.
Let's be honest. John Jones fucking running from fucking Tom Aspinall. So as far as I'm concerned, Tom Aspinall, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. You're going to fade that one? I'm going to bet on the fucking Curtis Blades bounce back fucking win on this one. He's not going to go fucking 2 losses in a row against Rizvan Kuniev. No, not happening.
Rizvan's got the Riz. No, I'm just playing. All right. So, let's move on. We're me and Dave and I are both on the confident pick of Curtis Blades, and I am confident. But Barry McCockner likes the Russian Dagestani coming out of Goretz with Magomed Ankalaev, and I did check his Instagram. He's definitely buddies with him, working out with him. But Kuniev, I just don't think he's got it. Anyway, moving on to the co-main event. Now we have Rafael Fiziev Ataman taking on Ignacio Bahamondes, La Iguala. What does that mean? Real fight, Barry. La
Lawala?
Yeah. La Wala. Ignacio Bahamondes' nickname. La Wala.
Not, what language?
Chilean. It's Spanish.
Isn't he training with Khabib?
What?
What?
No. He's at Team Wala, Bahamondes. It's in Chile. No, he's fighting out of Chicago. So I think he's
Russian or
VFS Academy.
The cage. It means the cage.
The cage. Ooh. Anyway, he's training out of VFS, which has like Yair Rodriguez is there. I didn't check his Instagram, but I know it's in Chicago where he's training out of, that VFS Academy. A couple other UFC fighters are out of there as well. Fiziev, though, back to him. He was like a striking coach at Tiger Muay Thai, but I think they probably told him to take a break from that because after he'd lost 3 in a row, 2 of them to Justin Gaethje, though. 1 to Matus Gamrot, his past 3. Ugh, don't like seeing that. And prior to that, he was there was a moment where he was touted like he was supposed to be top 5, and he still might have it in him. But because right here, this big streak of green, when he came into the UFC, he came in, had a loss against Magomed Mustaev, but then he went on a streak, UFC's win streak, with all these performances, fight of the night, performance of the night, fight of the night, performance of the night, against decent guys. Mark Diakiese, Renato Moicano, Bobby King Green, Brad Wright. Oh, that Bobby King Green, though, that was a tight fight. That could have went either way. Brad Rydell, RDA, but RDA, RDA was washed up at that time. And then he took us 3 losses. But now he's got the lengthy reach of La Wala, Ignacio Bahamondes. And Bahamondes has been looking pretty decent in his own right, getting wins off Jalen the Spider Turner. Is that it? Spider or whatever. Jalen Turner is also a huge, reachy guy. That was performance of the night. Then he took care of Manuel Torres, performance of the night, and Christos Giagos by head kick. But Christos Giagos, that Greek fighter, I don't think I've ever seen him win. Christos Giagos, did he win ever? Anyway, that was another performance of the night. He lost to Ludovic Klein, but Ludovic Klein is something different. Beat Trey Ogden. Trey Ogden's pretty much running the old where's the head movement from your boy and James Krause? Glory. Trey Ogden's now pretty much running Glory. I mean, his own gym, but they're all the ex-Glory guys. Also, Bahamondes also beat Rong Zhu
by Bravo Choke.
By what?
Bravo Choke.
Yeah, Bravo Choke. Not even a Bravo Choke.
What the fuck is that?
That's something. That's a special move. Bravo Choke. Roosevelt Roberts with a wheel kick. Oh, he beat the Bull, or he lost to the Bull, John McDessie. That's my favorite shirt, by the way, Barry. John McDessie t-shirt. It's the Bull.
Thank you.
I wear that shit once or twice a week. I love it.
Hey, he wants a picture of you in it. He asked me for a picture of you. He wants to meet the man, and with the YouTube channel.
Oh, sweet. Well,
yeah, maybe I'll do an interview with you.
Maybe. Keep your fingers crossed.
He's from Canada, I think.
No, tell him keep your fingers crossed and get in line. Get in line. Get on the list if you want to interview with me, bud. Anyway,
that's what I told him.
Anyway, I'm going to lean with Ignacio Bahamondes here. I'm not confident in it because Rafael Fiziev is very good, but I like the reach and I like his fight IQ. I think he can outpoint point him by volume. Dave didn't go through stats yet, but I just got a feeling he's going to get more point striking. I don't see a finish coming either way. It's going to go to decision. And if he's underdog money, which I didn't check yet, but if he's underdog money, I'm definitely taking the taller, reachier, lengthier fighter over Fiziev. I don't know. Barry, Dave, one of you guys, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what, man? I try to stop watching a lot of guys, a lot of MMA podcast guys. I dropped a lot of them. I won't even say which ones I stopped watching. It was a lot. Some of them are really good too. I really like them, but there's only a handful that I really do like now. And the ones that I'm subscribed to are 4 channels. Those 4 are DFS, Uncle Weezy, with I can't think of the 4th guy. The 3rd guy is MMA Fortune Teller, and he's been like the most profitable, channel.
I know he's always on that UFC prediction tracker.
Yeah,
he's
always. And I told myself on a fight where I can't choose, and it's an important fight, and I can't pick the winner. I'm just gonna do a shout out to MMA Fortune Teller. I actually like his channel. Like, I don't know what took so long for me to find it. It was a great replacement for.
Is this fight canceled? Is that a rumor?
Oh no! Don't tell me that. Where did you hear this? I want to know.
About better.
No, I mean, I want to know where About Better, because you know what I mean. He might be smoking a funny cigar right now.
That's Jalen Turner's Tarantula. Thank you, Kiwi. Thank you. I forgot. I knew it was Spider or something stupid like that.
So I got Bahamondes, okay, because of MMA Fortune Teller. Shout out to him.
All right, About Better saying it's no longer on the ESPN website. You know what? I can still bet it on DraftKings, though. It's still here. So
DraftKings is the worst, though, with updates.
Bravo choke, Korean Domi love technique. Doomy is a Doomy love? All right.
Because you know what? I mean, Fiziev, just to give you a little bit more, is Fiziev fought Justin Gaethje twice, okay, and just went to decisions with him. He outworked and lasted 5 rounds and finished Rafael Dos Anjos with a left hook. And this guy, Bahamondes, loses to short guys. He lost to McDessie, which is a terrible loss. And he lost to Ludwig Klein. And then, he's never attempted a takedown, I don't think. I don't think he's he has all these subs, but he's never attempted a takedown. I think
Fiziev's never taken anybody down either.
I think he has. And I think he, I don't think he's a wrestler, but I want to say,
find out right now.
I mean, that was really bad look against Klein. Is Klein a wrestler? I mean, he really had his way. He looked like a wrestler.
Really.
I'm not putting this on until you make your pick.
I'm picking Bahamondes.
Hi, boy.
I'm picking Bahamondes because I couldn't decide, and this was my MMA Fortune Teller cop out pick of the week.
Took down Gaethje.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. Hopefully he's corrected that. Isn't Bahamondes training in Dagestan?
I just checked his Instagram. Hold on. He's at VFS. This was 6 days ago. He was at VFS. That's Chicago with Bilal Muhammad. I don't know the other guys, but the one guy, they're not like tagged. The one guy looks like Alexander Pantoja, but I don't know if it's him. I definitely remember the face Bilal Muhammad because he got that one eye that got dug out by Leon Edwards that one fight, remember? Right there. Boom. That's VFS crew, and that's Bilal Muhammad for sure. The other guy, I don't think see the guy right next to Ignacio Bahamondes? That looks kind of like the Pantoja, but it's not. It's not. I can tell face is different. But anyway, that's 6 days ago in Chicago. I mean, unless the whole crew came to Thailand with them or wherever they're at, Azerbaijan. I don't know. They could, That could totally happen. The whole training crew goes. But he definitely did his whole camp at Valley Flow Systems VFS. The entire camp. All these, 5 weeks ago. Yeah, you see it. You're seeing it. There he is. Anyway, I'm sticking with my pick of Bahamondes. And so is Barry. Dave.
Not even close. Bahamondes all day long. I've had him on my radar for a while. The size advantage is ridiculous. The reach advantage is ridiculous. The age advantage is fucking awesome. Strike land per minute, 4.85 versus 7.09. 7.09. Jesus Christ, that volume is insane. Striking George, 4.95. Negative striking ratio for Fiziev, 4.36 for Ignacio. Doesn't have the best defense, but still the volume fucking helps. Takedown average 0.50 versus 0.0. Just fucking don't worry about it. This guy's got enough ground game. He's been training with Muhammad. He's got the ground game. The stats don't show it, but it is what it is. Only takedown average for Fiziev 0.50. Fighting against an 85% takedown defense, against a 90% takedown defense. So if this does stay on the ground, heavy volume with the 709 versus the 4.85 negative striking ratio. Ignacio all day long. Stats show it. Odds show it. He's in a bunch of my parlays. I think this might be the end of fucking Fiziev, man. He's just not the right size for this weight class. I don't think he can go down to fucking. He can't go down a weight class. He can't go up. He's just in a bad spot. It's not. Unfortunately for him, it might be 4 losses in a row.
So, I'm looking at Ignacio's Instagram, and there's some WWE girl. I don't watch professional WWE wrestling, but he's got a crush on her. He likes her. Stephanie Vakor, maybe, is her name. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch that stuff. But interesting, because I was checking for wrestling pictures, because if he's training with Bilal, but Bilal's a wrestler, and that would be the best fight plan to beat Fiziev, is to not keep it on the feet, take it to the ground where he's weakest. So if they want to come in with a game plan against Rafael Fiziev, I think the wrestling would be it. That's why I'm trying to see if they've been training. I'm looking for, but I don't see many. I see a bunch of kicks and punches, so it is what it is. So anyway, we're all on Bahamondes. So let's move on to the main event.
And just so you know, before we move on, when you're weak on the feet and your weakness is the ground game, you train the ground game. His on the feet, he'll be fine. The ground game is what he needed to work on. He worked on it. Fiziev does have a chance. Right.
And he look about better, even says Fiziev has no kicking nor ground game. I don't know about the kicking. I think I don't know. You're right. All he does is strike. He's a hell of a striker, though, Fiziev. But I think Bahamondes might be, he should be. And he does have a cool hat, Fiziev.
Moving
on. Next, the main event. We have Jamal Hill taking on Khalil Roundtree Jr. This one, I've been back and forth a little bit, but I did settle. I just want to see what the live events right now. Oh, minus 110 both ways. According to, is it the same for you for Bet365? On DraftKings Sportsbooks, minus 110 both ways. Even money.
Minus 110 both ways.
Sweet. So, sweet dreams, Jamal Hill. He's coming off 2 back-to-back losses, but they were to Alex Bejeda and then most recently Yuri Petroska, but they were both knockouts, which gave him the reputation of he's chinny. but that reputation might not be really warranted. If you want to play that game, I mean, Khalil Roundtree got knocked out by Alex Pereira too, his last fight. So, I mean, you take that for what it is. Khalil Roundtree, though, he's been his last 5. He's been impressive. Going way back 3 years ago, Carl Roberson took him out, TKO. Justin Jacoby split decision. Chris Dawkins took him out with a straight left. And Anthony Smith took him out with an uppercut left hook combo. Whereas in Jamal Hill, he took out Johnny Walker with an overhand right. That's a great win. He knocked out Thiago Santos, ground and pound. And he had a unanimous decision over Glover Teixeira. I'm still back and forth on this, but I did finally, in my head, I settled with Khalil Roundtree. But I didn't have a good reason why I should be all in on him. So I'm still kind of on the fence. I'm just leaning that way with Khalil Roundtree, but it's not justified. You guys got to push me. I can be easily brought to the hillside to Jamal Hill. If somebody's got a good argument for it, I can go that way. So let me hear what you guys have to say about this.
We got mute, bud.
Sorry, dude. I don't fucking know, man. I'm trying to make up my mind right now. Like Khalil Roundtree has a negative striking ratio. He got a gifted decision. He got a gifted decision over, Dustin Jacoby. I feel like he loses this fight and fights Dustin Jacoby. He did beat Modestas Bukauskas, who's a pretty decent striker. Like you said, he lost to Marcin Prachnio. But I don't like how one-dimensional Jamal Hill is, and that's my problem with him, even though he does have those, he has the 232 significant strikes he landed against Glover Teixeira, but that might have been the peak of Jamal Hill. He might be chinny now. He might be chinny now. But he has some, and then those wins, I mean, if you break them down, Jamal Hill beat Alexander Popek. On the Dana White Contender Series. He beat Darko Stosic. He lost to Kilson Abreu. I mean, he beat an old, broken down Ovid St. Preux. He lost to Paul Craig. And then came back Jimmy Crute, Johnny Walker, Thiago Santos, Glover Teixeira. That might have been it for him. But then, I don't know. How long ago was that knockout with Khalil Roundtree? Let me check. That was October. So I guess that's a decent amount of time. Man, I'm not sure. I'm going to – if Jamal Hill's chin can hold up, he can take a couple shots. I got to go with Jamal Hill. Like I said, I don't like how one-dimensional he is. I don't like that at all. I don't like that he's just all hands, no kicks. He looked horrible, like not a UFC fighter against Yuri. I felt like he should have looked more impressive. He just was a step behind Yuri the whole time, to be honest with you, because I had Jamal Hill, and he never gave me that confidence, like, oh, yeah, we got this. I was always like, fuck, like, come on, bro, hit him one more time, like, let's get ahead, and he couldn't get ahead, But Yuri's a big dude, and I want to go with the size difference right here. I'm going to say Jamal Hill has a hard time finding the chin. He has a negative striking ratio. I'm going to take the numbers, bro. I'm going to set all the numbers. The same age. And I hate he's not. Jamal Hill could attack his legs. I mean, Roundtree can attack Hill's legs. I don't know. For right now, I'm gonna pick Jamal Hill. He's bigger.
Okay. Is he?
Yeah, hell yeah, he's bigger.
I don't think he's girthier.
Didn't Roundtree like fight at welterweight? I mean, that could never be Jamal Hill.
Who does Hill train with? Good question. Let's check out his. I know Khalil Roundtree. I just checked out, and what you got?
I'm gonna go with Dave. Whatever Dave picks, that's where I'm gonna flip flop to on this one. This is my Dave pick of the week.
Roundtree. This was back in May, but I see he's at Syndicate. I see Henry Cejudo was in the picture, and then I don't know a lot of these other guys, but he was definitely did a camp at Syndicate MMA. That's in Vegas, but then he came here to Azerbaijan. Looks like about a week ago, according to his Instagram. That's what I'm getting off of it. But all his training pictures are at Syndicate. They're all in Vegas. So he has zero training. He has one training picture. No, it's not even a training picture. It's model pictures walking around with that stupid hat. But let's look at Jamal Hill's Instagram. Just to be fair, see if we can find out who he's training with. It says he's fighting out of Black Lion Jiu-Jitsu Academy. That's from Michigan. And his Instagram shows, he's at a amusement park with his kids. That's not training. Oh, I'm loving it too. And he might be tall, dude, but he's not girthier than Khalil Roundtree. That's for sure. Khalil Roundtree definitely got more muscle mass than Jamal Hill. That's for sure. And I see zero training pictures. Zero. I see a lot of posing, a lot of here's a post trainer. Another camp in the books. This is 22 weeks ago. This don't even apply. Yeah, I don't see any recent training pictures, so I can't tell you who he's training with. I guess he's not training, so fuck him. I'm taking Khalil Roundtree.
Look at that pull counter.
Huh?
He did that pull counter.
I think he can. What's this going on? I think he can do length, control distance, make a boring fight, stacks moves, just outpoints him. Hill isn't a point guy. What's going on here on the stage? Oh, this is I don't know. Fucking stupid. Has bad points. I favor Roundtree because he's already abroad. More muscle just means he gasses out sooner. That's true. This happened. But I don't remember Jamal Hill being a big cardio giant either. I mean, I distinctly remember Jamal Hill, like when Paul Craig asked him to jump into his guard, he welcomed it. Okay, I'll come down to your guard because I got the worst fight IQ out of everybody in the fucking. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Paul Craig's got open guard on his back, inviting Jamal Hill down, and it's his only way Paul Craig can win. What's Jamal Hill do? I'll try your jiu-jitsu game, idiot.
Hey, doesn't Jamal Hill get like kind of blow up like Patty Pimblett a little bit? Like gets
and
real chubby?
Definitely not black or simple, man. Did you show the face-offs again? There's a definite like a two-tone shade complexion darker on Roundtree. Not a two shade, but that's definitely one paint color higher, the darker than Jamal Hill. Okay, I like your hat. Okay, Khalil, I like your hat. All right, not the worst fight IQ. All IQ.
Is it my turn yet? Because you guys
go ahead, please.
For fucking 15 minutes now.
Go ahead. It's a fucking main event, Dave. Give us a fucking break. Go ahead.
Jamal Hill, strike rate per minute, 7.05 versus 3.73. Oh my God. Jamal Hill's going to annihilate this guy on the fucking feet. Strike of George, 4.02 versus 4.51. Negative striking ratio for fucking Khalil Roundtree because he's a muscled out fucking loser. Jamal Hill is a striker all day long. Oh, takedown average, both of which suck. Come on. Khalil's not going to fucking take Hill down. Really? You think Khalil's going to fucking try and take this guy down? Only if he's getting the fucking shit kicked out of him. By the way, takedown average, 0, 0. Takedown accuracy, 0, 0. The defense, 73-58. Advantage Hill all day long. Advantage Hill on the feet. Advantage Hill on the ground. Fuck you, Khalil Roundtree. You suck, you piece of shit. You're not going to fucking win. I will guarantee you Hill will fucking win this fight all day long. Khalil Roundtree doesn't have a fucking chance in hell. Flip a coin. Mike coin flip lands on Hill all day long, every day. Every day, all day long, Hill, volume, control, reach, height, all the things. The gas out of Khalil Roundtree. Khalil Roundtree, is this a 5-round fight? When was the last time Roundtree had a 5-round fight?
Against, I know he did. He has. I'll tell you who. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm looking for it.
Okay,
Maybe.
maybe.
Knock the fuck out. Okay, Per was a 5-round fight. Anthony Smith. Is that 5 rounds? No, that was 3 rounds.
So he hasn't gone to a 5-round fight decision. He's got a bunch of couple decisions, but they're all 3-rounders. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Point being, he is not knocking the Hill out. I mean, look at his finishes. Got knocked out by Pereira. Okay, knocked out Anthony Smith. He's not knocking out, and he's not knocking out Hill. Knocking out Dacus. Split decision here against Jacoby. Hooks, strikes. The point being is that this guy is not going to finish Hill on the feet.
Hill's only lost 3 times. You know how though? All by finish. He's never went to decision either. You tell me how many times Hill gone to a 5-round? Never. He's been getting knocked out. Yuri knocked him out. Alex Pereira knocked him out. Paul Craig, that infamous fight I told you, strikes the guard, broke his arm, snapped his arm.
Shut up! Glover Teixeira, 5-round fucking win, unanimous decision. That's your 5-round fight. Yeah. Diego Santos, 5-round fight. He won it. He won it, in the 4th. Johnny Walker, 5-round fight. He won in the fucking 1st. Okay, stop it.
Oh, he's gone.
He's had round fight or fucking 5-round fights. Okay, stop it right now.
What?
Christ! Check your shit.
Whatever.
Hill all day long. Roundtree doesn't have a fucking chance. I did the same thing last week in the fucking main event. I fucking called it all day long. I'm calling it again in the main event. Killer Roundtree doesn't have a fucking chance here. I'm out.
I'll t-shirt bet you.
All day long. You owe me still.
What's the t-shirt score? I owe you one, right?
You owe me 2.
I owe you 2?
Yeah, you're up to 3 now.
No, I owe you 2.
Oh,
I'm winning one back right here. Minus 110. 110. All right. And Barry, what was your final pick? Who'd you go with?
I'm going to go with Dave. Dave just – I knew this was a spot to pick Dave's pick. And whenever he sounds like this, he wins 100% of the time.
That's fucking lie.
100%, bro.
No, he fucking does not. What do you think?
You want a t-shirt bet too? You want a t-shirt bet?
I already got a t-shirt bet with him.
Yeah. You know I need to fit better.
Oh, shit. Dave's the man when it comes to these ones. I can tell by the tone in his voice is 100%. And you're like,
how many times have you bet main events? Never. Last 2 I've done pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, so we'll agree to disagree on that one. Now let's go back and make our 3-legger. Start from the beginning. We are not all on Muhammad Usman because Dave is taking Hamde. I can't bet, We're on to Tagir Ulanbekov, but minus 500, can't do that. Girl fight. Are we all? Oh, I didn't put mine on because I kind of want to go with the dog anyway. Claudia Saigula. I still might, but anyway. The other girl fight, we're all on Melissa Mullins, but it's a girl fight. Can't use that. Me and Barry are on Junyoung Park, where Dave's taking Nardiev. Almost convinced me to join him, but I'm still sticking with Park. We're all on Oban Elliott, but he's minus 485. That's stupid. Can't put that in. So we better hope we can come up with 3 on the main card, which I think we can, because we all like Muhammad Naimov at minus 258. Circle that guy. Okay, we are. I'm going with the side of Nicholas Moda. That's my dog pick, my biggest, widest dog on the card. We're all on my titty back oral buy. You want to do my titty back? Circle that.
Sure.
It's minus 155. I like that. And we're fucking Barry taking Kuniev. Where you should be on Curtis Blades, but it doesn't matter because we're all on Ignacio Bahamondes. So there's our 3. We got Bahamondes, Oral By, and Naimov is going to be our 3. But before I do that, I want to just really quick share my screen and show you my 10 pick parlay for as I was making the picks as I was doing the show. It'll be a second. What do you got, Dave? What's that? Plus 297, 279?
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Let me just share my screen for a hot second, Dave, and then we'll make it.
All
right.
USB.
Okay. So here's my screen for the DraftKings Sportsbook. I'm taking Muhammad Usman plus 3.5 points, minus 165. Azmat Maxim plus 3.5 points, because I think both these are going to go to decision, and Maxim and Usman might even win the fight, but they'll at least win one round and not get finished. I'm skipping Irina Alexieva, Claudia Saigula, because I kind of want to do Claudia, but I'm skipping it. I'm confident with Melissa Mullins, so I'm taking her. I like Junyoung Park. I was more confident until Dave talked about Nordiev, but I'm still taking Park. Skipping the Oban Elliott because minus 485 is not worth the risk. Taking Muhammad Naimov minus 258. Nicholas Moda. Now this is my outlier. I hope he doesn't get finished, and I hope he wins one round. I got him at plus 3.5 points at still plus money over Nazim Sadikov, which I might even take that off, but I'll keep it on right now for my full card. Tofik Musayev plus 3.5. That's another big upset for me. Not big, but that's an upset for me. Curtis Blades, I got him winning outright money line. Ignacio outright money line, and I'm taking Jamal Hill plus 5.5. I'm picking Khalil Roundtree and Tapology, but Jamal Hill can get my plus 5.5 points. That'll cover if he happens to win, or if he loses and doesn't get finished. He should be able to win one round. So there you go. For $10, my 10 pick parlay will win $2,210. There's that. Now, for the what was it? Now we got Ignacio Bahamondes. This is for the show. Ignacio Bahamondes, titty back, oral by, and Muhammad Naimov. All 3 of 282. So there's our for the show 282, and I will put that into the shared screen. And Dave, you can share.
You got it.
Well, go ahead. You're gonna make the bet too, right?
Yeah, probably.
So go ahead, lock it in. Yeah. So here's mine. Anyway, 282 copy. Full Diddy. I gotta get back to this. Hold on. Plus money junkie parlay. Paste. Hamde, I can't bet you know. All right. Stake Bet has a toss-up fight. Both are minus 118. Watch out for Grand Piano fight picks. He hears shit. RFP, the man with 4 names. RFP, Barry McCockner. I'm not gonna tell his other ones, his legit name. Full Diddy, not baby oil. All right. Any other niche fights you want to do? Niche parlays?
Let's do like an all Muslim because it's like in the East. You know what I mean?
That's a good one. All Muslim. The Islamic front fight, right? Islamic front. Let's do it. UFC. Let's go through each one of these guys. Okay. Now, Hamdi Al-Dawahab and Muhammad Usman are both Muslim, I would imagine. Muhammad, that's a Muslim name. So that one doesn't count. Tajir Ulanbekov is Muslim. Azat Maxim, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maxim?
Yeah, he's Muslim. But isn't he fighting a Muslim guy?
Yeah, Tajir. So no bet there. All the girls, I could care less. We're not putting any of them. Ismail Nardiev, he's a Muslim. We'll throw him in there. Fighting Jun Young Park. I'm pretty sure not a Muslim. Ko and Oban Elliott, neither are Muslims. Muhammad Naimov, Muslim. Bogdan Grad, I doubt it. Nazim Sadikov, you think he's Muslim? Probably, right?
Or do you want to do like a taller, like a bigger tall, like you got Jamal Hill?
I'm on this Muslim one now.
Okay.
Kuniev. Musayev. That sounds Muslim. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. But
someone named Sadikov. You think he's Muslim?
Yeah, Nazim Sadikov is Muslim.
All right. Nicholas Mota, definitely not. Rizvan Kuniev, your boy, Muslim.
He's winning.
Rafael Fiziev, you think he's Muslim? I'm not putting him in. So there we go. The 5-pick Muslim parlay is, now I could be wrong with these, but I got Ismail Nardiev, Muhammad Naimov, Tawfiq Musayev, Nazim Sadikov, Rizvan Kuniev. Those 5 guys all together pay out plus 2,915. So a $10 bet will pay out 300. Place it. Now that's a flyer because I'm going against people that I don't think are going to win, but it's a parlay. Fuck it. Parlay to parlay. So it's in there. Speech impediment parlay. Iron and Blades. Yeah, that's Iron Turtle and Curtis Blades. Suspected terrorist parlay. That's borderline racist, Kiwi, but I love it.
Hey, can I say something though?
Yes.
Because I want this to be pure. And my titty back is Muslim too. Is he fighting a Muslim?
I think. Who's he fighting? I think so.
We got to take him off.
Yeah, Tawfiq.
So we can't use that one.
Well, too late. Bet's been placed. I can't cash out. I can. It's gonna cost me $3 to cash out.
All right, we'll just leave it. I love that shit.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it does make it plus money because it makes it worth it because if you
anyway.
Yeah, but it makes it nice and juicy like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could get behind this.
Bigoted, not racist. Yeah, same, right? All right. So
9 in the
anything
morning
else?
for us. It's
What,
12
9 o'clock in the morning for you? Yeah.
noon for you. Lucky
Oh,
guy.
there's your boy. Useless.
Let's go. What's up,
what's
Useless?
your most anticipated favorite fight on this card? I would have to say my most anticipated favorite fight is probably yeah, I'm gonna say the Oralbai and Tofik Musayev. I think that's a no, Fiziev and Bahamondes. I'm looking forward to that one the most, I think. I'm rooting Bahamondes, but I'm nervous about it. I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think, Barry and Dave?
I mean, on paper, bro. And by the way, guys, if you guys are here in the chat, I don't know if there's 7 people or 10 people or 3 people, but you guys need to subscribe to Useless's channel. He's got an amazing channel. It's actually really, really good. I was surprised somebody with that good of a channel would even listen to what I have to say. I really appreciate you, Useless. So I'm going to say on paper, bro, I mean, I could see this being like a loss, but on paper, I got to go with Junyoung Park as the fight I'm looking forward to seeing. I got him to beat, was it Nurdiev? I have him to beat him because he has fought. He's better schedule or tougher schedule of competition. Nurdiev has lost a bunch in a very low level MMA scene. So you have to go with Park. It's bettable. It's minus 185. And I do like the plus 140. What was that? There was a plus 140 for a fight to go the distance. Which one was that? Was that the Park fight?
Plus,
I can't remember right now. I like that. Anyways, but just for fights in general, I got to go with Park.
Dave, what fight you looking forward to the most? Main event, because you're gonna lose a T-shirt.
No, the main event, I think Hill's got it. I like Basamondes. I like Blades. I like Orbai. I like Salikov. And Namov. I think the one I'm looking forward to the most. I'm looking forward to Bahamondes piecing up fucking Fiziev. I think Fiziev needs to put out his fucking misery. I think he's just not at that level anymore. I think with his weight class, Fiziev needs to be fucking it's gonna be over. And plus, I'm looking forward to Curtis Blades fucking annihilating fucking Kuniev as well. Those are gonna be fucking awesome fights. So yeah, co-main and the main and the last fight on the main card, man. Those are the 2 best fights on the card.
Ooh, these guys got to watch it at midnight, 2 a.m. for Kiwis. Got to watch it at 2 a.m.
No. I hate when that happens. That's what the road to UFC. That's the only time that happens for me, which is another reason why I hate that whole idea.
I love the noon, like tomorrow's. That's perfect for me. I love having rest of the day to, I don't like staying up till midnight, 1 o'clock, falling asleep watching the main event. I like noon.
I'm having breakfast bongs and UFC tomorrow.
Yeah. All my kids are nobody's here tonight except for me. My daughter's staying at her cousin's, and my son's we have an apartment in a different town, staying with his mom. So, yeah, I'm
lovely.
Good.
I'm jealous.
Call my black girlfriends over. I'm just kidding. They're not going to come here. It's my house. Come on. Anyway,
self-control.
Right now it's midnight here, and that's when my belly clock is like, you better get the fuck off this and get on the toilet. So,
love it.
Beer and coffee, man, it's a bad mix after a long day. Mm-hmm. Today was the longest day of the year, by the way. From now till December, every day is going to get a little bit shorter. Today was summer solstice, if you guys didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I knew. I'm going to bake a special cake.
Yeah. Barry, what's Useless's channel again? Why don't you post it on the fucking comments? That'd be
All
a
right.
nice thing to do.
Yep.
Yep.
He deserves it. He's probably one of my newest best friends.
Oh, that's great.
It doesn't work that hard. Just no, Barry.
Careful, Useless. Barry can be clingy.
Useless. I can't wait to be a guest on your show, breaking down some of the.
I can't wait till you're a guest on Useless's show either. I'm
He's
gonna
gonna break.
tuning in. I'm gonna subscribe and all that.
Hey, you know what's cool about his show though, bro? If he posts, first of all, he posts and he picks decent fights that are coming up that nobody is like talking about. Like Chris Duncan's fighting somebody super good. It's gonna be a banger, bro. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm just like, okay, these are cool fights to look forward to. And yeah, dude, like I'm excited to see where mine and Useless friendship goes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. All right, enough of the homo shit. You guys ready? Best of luck tomorrow. Put up his thing so I can end this comment before I shit my pants.
I'm trying. Here, let me just do this. I don't know if this is right. Useless, can you do it if you're still here? I'm putting something in the chat. Hold on.
I'll put it in.
No, I'm doing it.
This is why we sell real estate.
Can you do it? Or it's his name. Just put Useless MMA. Like it'll come up. I promise you. He's really
Find it if I tried, if I cared, if I give a fuck. It would take me.
Look up Useless. You guys can do it yourselves.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You know what came up? Ulysses Gomez, Useless MMA fighter page 9-5-0. Ulysses Useless Gomez is a pro MMA fighter out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Sucks. He sucks.
You guys will thank me later.
All right. Anyway, I guess I'm not racist. I'm just a bigot. I don't know what the difference is, but I guess there is one. All right, guys. Best of luck tomorrow. And what's it next week? Is it a pay-per-view next week, or is it just a thing?
Hey, dude. All I know is like for the next. I don't know if there's a break, but I think there's a pay-per-view next week, right? It's Ilya Taporia and Charles Oliveira.
Let me see.
But then there's a break.
Right. I'm looking forward to that.
But the next six cards,
the 4th of July weekend, I think there's a break, right?
Yes, the next six cards though.
June 28th, and then we missed the 4th of July weekend. There's a break, and then it comes back to fight night, Lewis versus Teixeira.
I'm just saying, people.
So anyway, next week is
about the UFC. And these next six cards are cream of the crop, dude. Cream of the crop, bro. Good cards all the way down.
They are looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah, next six cards. Next six cards, and then I think we'll probably take a shit.
Even the fight nights look good. Robert Whitaker versus Renier de Ridder.
Come on, bro.
That is a fantastic headliner.
It's a good time to be. Yeah.
Iron Turtle is about to come out my butt, so I gotta fucking turtling right now. I gotta go. Was subbed ages ago. All right. So Tapology 926. Useless MMA. Spell it right. Otherwise, you're gonna get that MMA fighter I just had. And best of luck tomorrow. Peace out. You guys, you can always hit me up in our chat. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Ironic.
Yeah, I'm ironic. That's what all right. I gotta go. Later. End stream. Jesus.